Well, Russ, obviously first game this evening, so it's all getting closer, isn't it, really?
Really is. It's quite a shock, really, to say, 6-7 weeks ago we finished the season and we're right back at it. But really looking forward to it now. We've got the bug back and the energy, and looking forward to the next 4 weeks before we kick off against Blythe.
And your pre-season so far, that's gone pretty well, has it?
Yeah, as well as could have, we could have asked for, really. The weather's been a bit of a hindrance, really. Very hot, but that's up and down the country, so no excuses from me. We've got decent facilities around here that we can use and share, but the lads, as all clubs now, they come back really fit now, and the game's definitely changed from 20 years ago.
And has it got to the point now where they're looking for a game, really, rather than just training, as it were?
Yeah, you can only train them so much without having match-related stuff. So, it'd be great tonight to get some minutes into the lads and pitch dimensions and all that, really. We'll mix the teams around a little bit and have a look at a few fresh faces and see what's needed and what's not moving in, to the latter part of the pre-season.
Since we last spoke, you've brought a few more in. You've lost a few off deals who decided to go elsewhere. But are you reasonably happy with how your summer has gone?
Yeah, reasonably. Listen, I've probably lost more than we wanted to on the grand scheme of things, but as is football and as is the level, you've got to accept that. A couple of the lads have moved on to new adventures and moved different leagues, and some have gone up, some have retired, so it's just part and parcel of football in the off season. I'm really happy with what we've done in the market, and just trying to gel everyone together as quick as we can, moving on to the start of the new season.
Yes, I suppose if a player goes up a level, for example, well, I mean, you don't like to stand in their way, really.
No, listen, when players want to move on as well, you've got to accept that. And, I was a player back in the day, so I understand. And, let's talk about Samosa, what a great servant he's been for the football club. And we wish him all the best at Notts County and for the rest of his career, really. And all the others, they go with our blessing, and I wish them well for the future.
You brought in Christian Pearce from Hereford, or he was at Hereford last season. Bit of experience, a bit of know-how at the back.
Yeah, well, listen, we've lost a few key experienced players. So Christian was someone we talked about in January, actually, but he was having a good season with Hereford at the time, and he was something we thought about in the off season and took it. He's jumped in. He's a fit boy. He's played a couple of games for his country in the off season, and he's raring to go also.
Joe Folks, you've got him back on a season-long loan, I think it is. I mean, obviously you know all about him.
Yeah, great, really. Listen, he went back to Walsall and ran everyone into the ground, so we had to wait and be patient, and 2 or 3 weeks down the line we've got him done, and he's pleased, we're pleased, Walsall are pleased, so fantastic for all parties, and he's got to be a big part of us this year.
And the fact he has been here before, he knows all about it. I mean, he can hit the ground running, can't he?
Yeah, for sure. Him and his family really settled into the football club last year, and they are part of the furniture here in terms of what we're trying to do. So absolute no-brainer when it come available.
In terms of your recruitment now, before the first game, are you more or less there? Are you still looking for one or two? What's the situation?
Yeah, no, I'm content. If someone pops up that's too good to refuse, then of course we'll take it. If the funds let us do so. I'm not actively looking. It's we've got a couple of trialists which they're in my mind now, and we have got budget there that's going to afford a couple of these. So hopefully they can knock on my door, and hopefully we can do something with them. But like I said, they've got to be better than what we've got. The loan market's got to be very good this season. There's some big names coming out in the last 7 days, really. So. It's weighing everything up really for what we need going into the first half of the season.
And presumably Football League clubs have still got people in on trial that might yet become available.
Yeah, and there's a lot of players who are not signed anywhere, who are looking for the Football League clubs who filter down, and that's what a lot of clubs at our level do. We got lucky with a few of those last season at the end of pre-season, and we'll be no different this year.
Finally, just a word about the fixtures. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. You play them all at home or you play them all away, but you start with the longest trip of the season.
Yeah, some say it's a positive, some say it's a negative. Listen, ask me on 5 o'clock on the 6th of August what it will be. It's good to get it out of the way. I quite like playing at Blythe. I think it's a nice setup. Yes, it's a long way to go, but everyone's got to do it, haven't they? So not a problem for us. Pitch will be in good nick at the time as well, so that's a plus.
Cliff Moyer, obviously you were hoping just to sort something out with him, but I understand he's taking a break.
Yeah, he is, and we've had some deep conversations in the off season. He had a really tough year last year. Art went out for him, to be honest, and I think the second injury just tipped it all over the edge, really. You know, when you wait patiently for 7 months to come back fit, you get back fit, you score goals, you get the buzz back, and then to do it another week later, he's very cruel. He got married in the summer, and I think he's reflected a little bit. Really, we offered him a good deal to stay at the football club in terms of what we can do for him and his rehab and being part of the club. But he's decided to move on, and listen, like all the lads who have moved on, I wish him all the best. He's a fantastic character, leader. He's been here for 3 years. You can't believe it, can you? And I wish whatever he wants to do in his future, I wish him all the best.